Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the Algebra 1 concept of graphing functions and identifying features. This is standard A.3C in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 12 off the 2017 released STAAR test. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So we have a lifeguard that earns $320 per week for working 40 hours. So honestly, if we're just interested, looks like that's going to be $8 an hour. Okay, so not much above minimum wage there. Plus, oh, there we go, $12 an hour working over 40 hours, all right? So that's called overtime. And so typically, if you are working an hourly job like that, if you work 40 hours, you get time and a half. So what they did is they took the $8 and they multiplied it by 1.5, right? And there's your $12 an hour. So a lot of people, if they get the chance, like working that overtime because it's extra money. A lifeguard can work a maximum of 60 hours per week. So which graph best represents the lifeguard's weekly earnings in dollars for working H hours over 40? Okay, so this is why this gets a little tricky here. So we need to find the graph that represents the weekly earnings in dollars for working H hours over 40. So weekly earnings in dollars, notice that's going to be our Y. H hours, you notice on everything right here, that's actually going to be our X or our domain, but it has to be over 40. So if you look at F and G, those two charts look totally different than H and J. F and G start right above 300, right? They have a y-intercept of above 300, and they both go to 20. Whereas H and J, they start at the origin and they go to 40. So that's the difference there. Well, let's see if we can interpret this problem. This H over 40, here is the key right here, is we're not starting at 0. We're starting at the 40 hours, and then we are looking at the number of hours above 40, and it says they can work a maximum of 60. Okay, so how much money they make between 40 and 60. So that's why you see in F and G, they're not starting at 0 monies, they're starting at this $320 because that's how much lifeguard earns for the 40 hours. So how much do we have over 40? Well, the maximum is 60, so that means that the maximum of my domain, or my X, can be 20. Right? So that's why the H and J don't look right, because they're counting from the beginning of the week, and that's 40 hours. You can only work 20 hours over 40. If the key is how many hours over 40, the maximum is 60, that leaves you 20 hours. So it's going to be F or G. Now they both start right above the 300. That's actually, if you look at both of them really close, that's that 320. That's their y-intercept because that's what they're starting with. At 40 hours, they get $320, and then they earn extra. So now the only difference is, you notice that the slopes are different, and we can either calculate the slope. Let's calculate the endpoint, right? So if I get an extra 20 hours, and I'm working 20 hours for $12 each, right? That's going to give me $240 extra. Now, I need to put that on top of the $320 I've already earned. And that is now going to give me my total weekly earnings of $560. And as we can see, this is about $490-ish right here on F. And that's that $560 right there. So G is what we're looking for.